Hello guys, once again, this is Brem for another vlog. For today's vlog, I will be discussing with you my travel tips during this time of pandemic. So we have different rules going out of the country and coming back. Very briefly, I have been living in Dubai for the last 16 years. When the pandemic started, I flew into Manila to be with my family, and recently I have decided to come back to Dubai for a personal reason and flew back again to the Philippines after 4 days. From the Philippines, you will need to present a certification of your PCR test, swab test done from affiliated hospital and clinics by the Department of Health. This certification must be within 96 hours of validity from the time you check in. So now guys, let's fly to the Philippines. So upon reaching the check-in counter, they will be asking you for the OEC card or the OEC screenshot from your phone, which you can find from the online application, and of course your other pertinent documents such as your passport and visa. At the moment, the government of the Philippines doesn't really require a negative PCR test done prior to your flight to the Philippines. So now guys, where are you flying to the Philippines? Each and every airport has different set of rules and regulation in terms of quarantine protocols. Manila has a different quarantine protocol and Clark has a different quarantine protocol. So you must really take this in consideration should your test becomes positive. From what I heard from people who landed in Manila, the Bureau of Quarantine will allow COVID positive patients who are asymptomatic to move back to their own apartment or own residence for isolation. In the meantime, if you landed in Clark like I did, and should your COVID test becomes positive, the local government will provide a free facility for your quarantine. You also have an option to move to a private facility like I did, which is Medical City Clark. Should you need to move to your own residence outside of Clark, you will have to coordinate with the local government and your provincial government if they will allow you to move to your own residence for isolation, as different provinces and different cities have different quarantine protocols. Now I'm boarding Emirates flight to Clark. Yeah. Landing into the Philippines, the government of the Philippines requires you to have in possession 5 landing cards, 2 of which landing cards are the normal landing cards that you fill out every time you go to the Philippines. This is the immigration card and the customs declaration card. The 3 new landing cards that you need to accomplish will be case investigation form, affidavit of undertaking, and health declaration card. I have put up a link in the description down below so you can print them at your house so you won't have to ask for them when you arrive in the Philippines. As an overseas Filipino worker, you are entitled for a free accommodation courtesy of OWA in a randomly selected hotel close to the airport. You will stay in this accommodation until your COVID test result comes out. For other passengers who are not OFW nor seaman, expenses for your accommodation will be shouldered by you. Lastly guys, I cannot emphasize enough regarding this very important detail that you have to check prior to your departure to and from the Philippines is if you have a valid health insurance that would cover this COVID virus. There's a lot of insurance out there that doesn't cover COVID, and make sure you have one, because with my experience, my insurance did not cover my COVID expenses, so I have to shoulder all the expenses from this hospital. So that's it guys. Don't let this COVID stop you from traveling and seeing your loved ones in the Philippines. Just be safe, stay healthy, and check your insurance. Alright, bye!